With the release of Naxxramas, the Scourge have been attacking various zones throughout Azeroth. Sadly for us, we are at the levels of these zones, and sometimes that forces a little bit of grinding. Not that it's much different to actually questing in the Blasted Lands though, because you do just grind out there. Like you need 10 Basilisk Brain, 2 Vulture Gizzards, and then 10 Vulture Gizzards. Kinda hoping when we go there that Terramis is being farmed, because Zeroji showed everyone the strat on how to level from like level 20 to 60 within 2 hours. Alright, let's get to grinding. Mostly getting the quest done first and then doing the grinding, but you know, gotta do quest before we can do the grinding. I'm looking forward to level 50 as well, because we get another rank of Shadowwood Paint, which is going to be plus 200 damage. I think at least on this character, we were here on the Paladin, I think on this character at least, I'll be able to just, you know, kill a lot of mobs, so it won't be like pick and choose like I had to on the Paladin. At least the Gardeners have low HP, because they do heal, but they can't actually get the heal off against us, because we do really big damage. Nice. As I have mentioned, I think the priest with the gear that we have is probably not the strongest character we have, but definitely in the top 3. The rogue would definitely be blasting harder. We got Phantom Blade and all that stuff now. That rogue's going to be absolutely insane. But our priest is quite strong. I'm really looking forward to the rogue. We got really good characters coming up though, like from Ellia to Grocket to Lena. That's going to be awesome. After that it starts to get, you know, a little bit tougher, but we've got all the fun characters like back to back. Even Francie is good. It's just that she's a warrior and I'm a bit worried about it after level 50. Especially if I still have Whirlwind Axe. Warrior is still one of my favourite classes, but weapon is very important and we don't have a good one. Especially when my rogue's Phantom Blade, which is half of the fun of the rogue, having a big damage weapon, is tied to my warrior's life. Because my warrior made the weapon. Pretty nice that I can just pull mobs without mana. Because, you know, if we kill, we get Spirit Tap, we're going to get the mana back. It's not as much as it was. Spirit Tap has definitely lost some value in the higher levels, but it's still enough to do that. Now let's go hand in this quest. We're going to be just over 20,000 experience from leveling. The Scourge is still everywhere. So I guess we just continue to grind here. This is our material for plus 25 strength potion. And we got 3. Nice. There's another level 60 runs through. He might have been going for some Grom's Blood actually. That's what I said when I got that pattern. Grom's Blood's going to be really hard to get, because there are always a lot of level 60s running around farming it. So the fact that we managed to just get 3 right now, pretty fucking sick. I think we probably get enough experience to get to 50 on the way up to the flight path. But I might come back to these if Blasted Lands doesn't free up. Still don't know if I can be dazed while I've got shield up. I never have been, so I assume I can't, but I'm still not sure if I can. Yeah, it's 50 rep per, so we are now unfriendly. Nice, another 2 Grom's Blood. That's 5 25 strength potions that we can make. This guy should get us to level 50. And then we'll just have 1 level to go on the priest, which is either going to be grinding or the Scourge are going to leave Blasted Lands and we're going to go there and grind. So either way, we're grinding. So 1 more point into improved powered shield. Alright. Ellia is the first character to kill a mob in the Plague Lands. As long as we kill it. I mean, it might have 20 stacks of fresh and kill me. One shot, easy. Honestly, some of the level 50 zones are less scary than, like, you know, some of the level 20 and 30 zones. So, the Plague Lands is definitely not one of them that isn't scary, but generally think, like, Winter Spring is probably one of the most relaxing zones in the game. It's interesting there's no one else here, because usually there are people. I don't think I've ever been here alone. A lot of people are scared of the Plague Lands though, for whatever reason. A blue. That's a really good blue for my priest. I'm gonna be honest. Like that's a priest blue if I've ever seen one. 5 more stam, 1 intellect, and 5 more spirit, which is 10 more spirit. Yeah, I'm gonna equip that to Ellia right now. It's not often that a character finds a blue that I equip to the character. The last 2 have been there, because Balmer found a necklace. I equipped it on Balmer. Now Ellia with a ring. But it's not that often out of the nearly 20 blues that we've found during the Hardcore Medley. It's kind of whatever now though when I find a blue. Like it's not as exciting as it was when I was first finding them. Because I've found a lot. But that is a pretty good one. So usually there's people here that I'm competing with for the gauls. So many times I've come here to do these quests and it's just like 5 people standing around waiting for gauls. Everyone's killed like 50 flayers. But I will say, doing this Alliance intro quest to the Plague Lands is so much better than having to do the Horde one. If you come here, like, you know, lower than a certain level, you'll just not be able to do it because you'll aggro 10 mobs at a time. And so one quest that I'm like, yeah, Horde have it hard here. Everything else, Horde favored.
See you around.
Alright, now we get all the quests. But we're not going to do them just yet. But depending on how the Blasted Lands is looking, we're either grinding furbolgs all day, or we're actually doing some quests. But yeah, obviously Blasted Lands, you have Naxxramas to deal with. While the Scourge is there, they're a little bit bigger of a threat than Naxxramas, so we'll go there, we'll have a look. If it's not doable, I'll probably just go to Foulwood and grind some furbolgs. Alright, there's a Scourge there, so that's pretty bad for us, and there's one there which is also pretty bad for us. I don't think we'll be leveling in Blasted Land. Because they are pretty much everywhere. And we'll have this zone next time we play Ellia, and it will be pretty good. Come here with like full rested at level 51. Just blasted all the way to 52, I think, so that'd be pretty nice. Yeah, the Scourge event is definitely making us have to level a bit more tactically. I will monitor the situation in the Blasted Lands throughout the day. We might be back here later, but for now, there ain't no way I'm leveling out here. Let's get to grinding, because we can't quest in Blasted Lands. Woo! 5 rep per kill, let's go. But yeah, I haven't really raided in Classic since Classic release in 2019, and I only raided for like probably 2 months, because the thought for me was like, man, I have to play this game for the next 2 years if I want to see all the content that I've already done. And the community is not as good, you know, they're selling boosts and shit. I don't want to fucking be in a community full of boosters. Just different times compared to when I used to come home from school and jump into a raid. You know, get home from school after a long day of learning and then jump on WoW with my dial-up internet. Tell my mum she can't use the phone for the next few hours. And then raid with the boys. Like, that was a good time. Plus, WoW was like the first time I ever got to talk to Americans and Europeans. We had some like German exchange students in school, but like on a grand scale, you know, I could now talk to literally everyone in the entire world, and it was crazy for me. That was part of what made raiding really fun back in 2004 and 2005, was just the fact that I could talk to people all over the planet. We did get 500 reps so far, but we're gonna hand in feathers, so 250 extra. We're getting there. I'm gonna have to go get water though, and water comes from way up there. So we've got a little bit of a run ahead of us. I don't think I can buy water at this town. But I am kind of thinking after the hardcore medley is over, I would like to do a TBC hardcore one time. But I am kind of thinking after the medley's done, I might actually just stop playing this game. Because the overall like gameplay loop of World of Warcraft, especially in retail, just doesn't feel that good for me anymore. You know, leveling and gear in this version is probably the most fun that I'll have in WoW, and I can only do that so many times. After the hardcore medley, I think I have done it as many times as I can. We are 35k experience away. We have 12k banked up once we get 8 more Mage Weave. I do think we are going to get to like 1500 rep with Timbermore. Thanks, Undead Invasions. We have got a lot of Grom's blood on Ellia. I thought it would have been a bit harder to get, but because we've been farming these, like we're only getting one at a time right now, which sucks. I would rather like 3. But any amount of Grom's blood is good because we will be making some really good potions for our warrior with it. I have enjoyed Ellia throughout this League of the Medley a lot. Like, you know, a lot of people think that Priest is boring. After playing Paladin, sometimes Moonkin. Yeah, Priest isn't that boring. We're coming down to the wire, and the Scourge are still everywhere. But yeah, I didn't really want to grind Furbolgs right now, but necessity out of Scourge invasion. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of Furbolg farming going forward. We're going to have to get all the characters into Winter Spring and such, you know. So there's going to be quite a bit of this. Thankfully, probably not a lot of video footage of it, because that would be boring. I'll try not to bore you guys too much with Furbolg farming. At least this grind hasn't been absolutely boring, and we have got some good drops. Like I've mentioned, I've had 3 liver of the monkey pieces while doing this. That's the thing about the hardcore medley. I've done so much stuff, and there's some stuff that's just so bad that whenever I'm doing something like this, I'm like, well, it could be worse. It's been a good leveling stint though. Like, I have not hated Priest at all this league. There's been 0 complaints on my end. I noticed that Spirit Tap isn't giving us like 1,000,000 mana now. Like we're not overly mana capped anymore, but that's okay. We've still got a lot of spirit. Go hand in these feathers, and then I guess Hearth to Meniful. We have upgraded our gear quite a bit this league. We didn't change our helm because it's still really amazing, and Rocket is the next character to be played, so the next upgrade we haven't got yet. But we have picked up a few things. We did some of the escort quests for the chickens. They both gave us an upgrade. Ellia's gear is pretty sick. Picked this up yesterday, which is like, this was an amazing drop to get during this league. I debated not even using it on Ellia because I wouldn't be on her for more than a level, but it's so good for the priest. Your gear is pretty sick.
Keep your feet on the ground.
There it is, level 51. Grab meditation. Ellia's journey for now is done. The next time we see her, we're either making our way to 60 still, or we're going straight to 60, so we won't see her for a while, but it's been a good time on her. I've enjoyed it. Onto the mage. So 20 of these with fire resistance is going to be annoying. But I mean about Searing Gorge on Grocket, it's not going to be the easiest place either. Might be a bit different here. Oh yes, 1100 damage, nice.